What does happiness, okay, what does happiness means to me? Oh, what does happiness means to me? Happiness. All right, that is a really good question. Um, well, probably this thing I categorize happiness in couple of things. Okay, yeah. Um, Money. Yeah, yeah. Like people say, like money can't buy you happiness. Then you are wrong. Okay, yeah. If you have money, you could buy the happiness. Okay, yeah. But still, let me tell you one thing. Being happiness depends on so many things. Money is one thing. Okay, yeah. Having money is a one thing. Relationship, like how much relationship that you have with the people, vagara vagara vagara. Okay, yeah. Then people, relationship, and sorry, money, relationship, and something that ki at this moment I knew both the point. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna explain step by step. Okay, there are so many ways to get the happiness, but till now, till the age of 31, I experienced both the point. Okay, both the thing. Okay, might be in the future I would have kind of like a so much detail regarding about how would I supposed to get the happiness, what kind of like assembly factor required me to get the happiness. I would have a lot of information in the future too, but right now I have 2 points. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about step by step. Alright, yeah. So first point, money. Okay, yeah. If you have money, obviously you are bit really happy person. Okay, yeah. It kind of like it has a catch. Okay, yeah. If you are a person who born with the money, then you will not gonna get that much happiness from the money. What do you mean by born with the money? Okay, so you are very like your father is a very rich person. Okay, and now you born, and your father, everything is very rich. Okay, like your father, your grandfather, everything is very rich. Okay, like basically since you like wake up, there is a Mercedes, there is a like a big house and everything like all the luxury that you get since the beginning of your birth. Okay, yeah. So you don't really care about that luxury, and that is in that particular situation you will not gonna get that much happiness from the money because you're born with the money. Okay, yeah. But the person who kind of like is something really born without money, he's seen lot of struggle, he went through poor, but he kind of like put lot of effort and everything, and then he kind of like something became rich. Okay, yeah. Then that person get happiness from the money. Okay, if you not really understand, I'm going to give you example which is actually happened in my life. Okay, yeah. So like basically is this thing a couple of year ago I bought iPhone. Okay, iPhone 6s. Okay, in 2017 maybe, yeah, in 2017 I bought this iPhone 6s which cost me 22,000 rupees. All right, yeah. I bought second hand, not kind of like a somebody. Second hand means like that key used product. Okay, I didn't really bought brand new. I bought the used product. Okay, yeah. So this is the first time I use iPhone. Okay. When I kind of like a somebody use that iPhone, it felt something really good. It felt that key the software, the UI, the everything is kind of like a feels really premium. That phone is also bit really premium. Okay, it's kind of like a something way further ahead of Android, and it's something really good. Okay, yeah. Then after that the battery is dead, and somehow like basically it's this thing, that phone is kind of like a survive me for a year, and then after that the battery problem is this thing. So yeah, right now this phone is kind of like a dead. Okay, yeah. Till then I haven't really used any iPhone and nothing really at all. I want to use iPhone. Okay, yeah. When I will earn money, I will definitely buy something really iPhone, and I'm gonna use iPhone. Okay, yeah. Because of that, key, I don't know, like basically is this thing. Usually iPhone is kind of like a representing the luxury, represent that key how much rich you are. I'm talking about as an Indian point of perspective. If you are living in US and Europe, then probably this might be something very different. But Indian point of perspective, buying an iPhone is a kind of like a something represent you are rich person. Okay, yeah. So No, I don't want to be kind of like a pretend that I wanted to be rich. No, but it's like that na ki having or holding this kind of like a something phone is kind of like a representing the premiumness. It represent that, wow. Okay, yeah, it's not just kind of like something just for the iPhone. No, like basically is this thing, if I went to any kind of like a something big house, then I admire that particular thing. I admire that how much big house it is, like this chandelier, this sofa, this everything is kind of like something very good. When I see any kind of like something luxury SUVs or luxury car, I kind of like somebody be admire that ki wow, what is this car, this amazing thing, what is this, like it's really good. Okay, yeah, it means that ki I have values for that materialistic thing. Okay, why? Because I haven't really seen that, like in my entire life I haven't really seen that, I haven't really experienced that. Okay, so maybe in the future when I will buy those particular product or particular materialistic thing, I would have the value, I would have not only value but I would have value that ki how much effort that I put to buy this iPhone or use this luxury car or owning this particular house. Okay, yeah, because of that key, I did a lot of effort to get this king, get this iPhone, get this car, get this house. Okay, and when I will have that particular thing, I would kind of like a something admiring myself ki I achieved that particular thing. I did that thing. So I became kind of like a little bit of happiness about that materialistic thing, and that materialistic thing I get from the money, and that money that I get from the effort that I put. So basically is this thing, my happiness is actually getting from the money that I put a lot of effort, then I achieve, then I get money, and then I buy all those materialistic things, so I get happiness. Okay, yeah, if the person who born with all those things, he didn't really put any effort and he got Mercedes cars and iPhones and big house, he didn't really care that much, so he will not gonna get happiness from the money. Okay, yeah, do you understand there is a catch between them? Getting the happiness from the money is kind of like a different thing. If you born with the money, you will not gonna get happiness, but if you are not born with the money and you are kind of like struggling and getting all those money, and then you will get the happiness. You understand this point? Okay, yeah. So yeah, having a money is a kind of like a represent at ki how much happiness you have. Okay, not how much, but still is this thing, it kind of like something temporary. Okay, yeah, let me tell you one thing that ki right now I'm kind of like a nothing. Okay, after a couple of years I would have everything. Then when I will have, I will be little bit of happiness regarding about what I have, but this is for just for a couple of year, might be 2 year, 3 year, or 5 year. Okay, and after a 5 year it kind of like a became really common, and then I would not really care about that materialistic thing, and this is bit really common, yeah, because is this thing, materialistic thing is a kind of like a something like get little bit of happiness for temporary, not for the permanent. Okay, yeah, now I'm going to talk about the second point, which is kind of like a giving the permanent happiness, is relationship. Let me tell you one thing, money giving you happiness 100 out of 20, or maybe 30%, yeah, max to max 40. If you are really good with the kind of like a something is this thing, then probably 40, but 40 was too much. Okay, if you are too much greedy for money, things and everything, still 40 is too much. Okay, might be for me, I will get happiness from the money is 20%, and 80% of my happiness is comes from the relationship. And I'm not talking about relationship means like that boy girl relationship, no, I'm talking about every relationship, like relationship with my father, my mother, my wife, my friend, my employee, my people. Okay, yeah, and these relationship, spending time with those people giving me a kind of like a something, a source of happiness that I can't even forget. Okay, yeah, let me tell you one thing, I am privileged that I have a friend. Why I say this thing? Okay, yeah, because nobody has a friend. What do you mean by nobody has a friend? Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like something telling you nobody has a friend. Okay, yeah, you have a friend because you are kind of like at the college, at the kind of like a school, and you have a couple of friend. But since the college ends, since the school end, might be your friend will gone, definitely gone, yeah. Or maybe you are kind of like a somebody working at your office, and there are a couple of employees, your colleague is your friend. Yeah, they are your friend, but still after you shift your job or something like that, maybe they don't really care at all. Okay, yeah. What is exactly a friend? A friend means like that ki you gonna fun of each other, laugh at each other, kind of like a somebody do stuff kind of like a together, like a went to the trip or went to kind of like a somebody hiking or somewhere. All right, yeah. Let me tell you one thing. This is a kind of like a something very common point. Okay, like basically this thing to invite people to come to like basically this thing कि भाई मेरी शादी है, शादी में नाचने के लिए आ जा. Okay, yeah. Like for those particular thing, people are not really available. And I seen like basically this thing. I know so many people who don't really have any friend. Yeah, literally don't really have any friend. And I think I am a privilege that I have a friend, and not just one or two friend. I have like like 10, 10, 12 people. Yeah, 10, 12 people. Yeah, 14 people. Yeah, including all those like vainis and like bhabis वगैरह वगैरह. If I include all those things, yeah. And not only I have cousins too. Okay, and basically I have like a five cousins with their wife, their vaini, bhauji वगैरह वगैरह. So I have like basically I have so many people. Okay, so I feel that I am privileged. I am privileged that I born with all those five cousins. Okay, they are still in touch. Okay, we actually whenever we have birthday or something like that, we gather, we collide, and we actually kind of like a celebrate that moment. Whenever we have Raksha Bandhan is a festival. Basically me and my cousin all are kind of like something giving the Rakhi and something, exchange the gift and something like that. Like after the married, no, after married, like basically all my sister are married too, but still we are all connected. Okay, yeah. And these are talking about just a family. Now right now I'm talking about the friend. My friendship with all those people in my friend circle, we have almost like the core people are almost like a 7 to 8 people right now. Most of people are married or something like that. So right now our group is actually extended even more. Right now we have almost like a 12, 13 people. Okay, yeah. So basically I know that person since 2011, like a 31st December 2010. Yeah. And we are still together, and basically my early 20s was so amazing. Like basically in my early 20s I spent so much time with those people, and that moment became so crazy. And it kind of like something is this thing. If I'm gonna say how much happiness that I get from some sort of stuff, from money 20%, from family cousin might be kind of like a 20%. Okay, yeah. So 20 20 40%, and almost like a 60% of happiness that I get from my family. Okay, as also career too. Okay, yeah, I forgot the point. Okay, yeah. Money, relationship, and career. Yeah, these are 3 point which kind of like assembly represent how much happiness you have. So I'm gonna kind of like say that key money gets 20%. Relationship means like that key career is also giving me a little bit of happiness too. Okay, yeah. Because like basically this thing I'm not kind of like a doing 9 to 5 job. Okay, I am doing the career, like I'm chose such a career that I love to do, love to kind of like execute, love to do all those things. So I love my job, love doing this thing. So yeah, it kind of like a giving me happiness for almost like a 30%. Yeah. So 20 and 30, that means 50%. And the 50% is depend on the relationship. In that 50%, 20% is a family and 30% are the friends. Okay, and in that particular friend, like there are like a 7 to 8 people are kind of like simply responsible for me for getting all the happiness and everything. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that ki, what is like the meaning of relationship. I'm gonna say like sorry, what is the meaning of happiness. Okay, yeah. So for me, from my point of perspective, might be my perspective is kind of like a different than your point of perspective. So but I'm telling you my point of perspective. Okay, yeah. So happiness is at the top. Okay, there are factors responsible for the happiness. First factor, money. Second factor, relationship. Third factor, career. in the first factor, that means money. In the money, I already mentioned, if you're born with the money, you don't really get the happiness from the money. If you're born with the poor but you get the rich, then you get the happiness from money. Okay, yeah. Now relationship, family, friend, relationship, as also your significant other, your girlfriend, everything, you will also get the happiness from her, from that particular person too. Okay, yeah. Then career. Okay, yeah. If you choose such a career that you love to do, you love to do all those things, you are kind of like a really want to do those things, then you are kind of like a bit happy and everything. Okay, yeah. So for me, I am 30 by the way. Okay, I'm not doing any job, I'm not really earning any money. I'm kind of like a sacrifice all those things. My parents and everything is kind of like a telling me that ki, what I'm fuck I'm doing with my life. I know, but still, I kind of like believe myself that ki, the things that I'm doing is great for me. Okay, yeah. So the work of line that I chose, like in that particular line, I will get the happiness from the money, because I know in the future I will definitely gonna reach. I will definitely gonna earn money, and I'm not gonna earn money. I'm gonna earn money a lot. Okay, yeah. And I would have kind of like a so much value for that money too that I earn, because I earn that money because the effort that I put in and everything. All right, yeah. So money. All right, yeah. Then also I am privileged. Like basically is this thing, I'm pretty lucky. Like basically I'm gonna say is this thing, I am lucky to have those people around me, like a friends and cousin and family and everything. I'm bounded with all those people, kaka, mama, everything. And obviously the relation with all those people have really good, really great. Okay, yeah. So yeah, and friends too. Like basically family is a kind of like a something that key, okay, you're born with this thing, so that is okay. Okay, but friends are also kind of like a something a privilege. Like I seen so many people who don't really have any friend, but we have friends for almost like a 14 year, yeah, like 7, like a 13 14 year. Okay, like we met in 2011. So basically is this thing ki we are still in touch. So I'm pretty privileged. Okay, and basically we do a lot of I ate bug. I ate bug. Oh fuck. I ate bug. Okay, and now I'm gonna pause. Now I'm gonna stop. Okay, yeah. I ate bug. Oh.